Well, it's been quite the year on the Hockey Cards in Canada channel, and there sure were some incredible cards bought and sold in 2023. I definitely showcased some pretty crazy sales. So today we're going to look back at some of the highlights of my top sales videos. If you're not familiar, I usually do a top 10, but for our year-end review, we'll look at the top 3 from each video. I'll put them in the order that I published them starting in January, so let's get this party started. So let's get this thing rolling with Kirill Kaprizov. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 8,100 Canadian on eBay. It's the second Young Guns exclusives on the list. This was graded a PSA 10 and numbered 82 out of 100. This sold on November 4th with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 12,000 Canadian on Golden Auctions. It's a Kirill Kaprizov Skybox Metal Universe 97-98 Retro Precious Metal Gems Green. This was graded a PSA 8 and numbered 10 out of 100. This sold on April 30th with 29 bids. And coming in at number 1 and selling for 37,500 Canadian on Golden Auctions. It's another Skybox Metal Universe 97-98 Retro PMG, but this one is gold. This was graded just a BGS 7.5, but it's numbered 1 of 1. This sold on April 9th with 48 bids. All right, then we have Erik Karlsson. And you're gonna see there's quite a bit of a difference in prices between Karlsson and Kaprizov. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 830 Canadian on eBay. It's another Karlsson RPA from 2009, the Cup. This was graded a BGS 9.5 and numbered 197 of 249. This sold on November 23rd with 27 bids. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 999 Canadian on eBay. It's a 2009 Erik Karlsson Upper Deck Young Guns. And this was graded a BGS 10 Pristine. This sold on November 24th with 3 bids. And coming in at number 1 and selling for 1,600 Canadian on eBay. It's a 2009 Erik Karlsson Upper Deck Ice Premier Patches Rookie Patch Auto. This was graded a BGS 9.5 and numbered 4 out of 10. This sold on November 25th with best offer accepted. Up next, we have a video on David Pastrnak. Let's look at his top 3. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 2,230 Canadian on eBay. It's a 2014 David Pastrnak SP Authentic Future Watch RPA. This is graded a BGS 9.5 and numbered 18 out of 100. This sold on January 28th with 38 bids. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 2,240 Canadian on eBay via ComC. It's the one and only non-rookie card on the list, and it's a 2020 Skybox Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems Gold. This is a raw card and numbered 1 of 1. This sold on January 9th at the fixed price. And coming in at number 1 and selling for 2,550 Canadian on eBay. It's another David Pastrnak Rookie Patch Auto from 2014, the Cup. This one was graded a BGS 9.5 and numbered 36 of 249. This sold on January 8th with 33 bids. All right, next up, it's Leon Draisaitl. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 4,400 Canadian on eBay. It's another Draisaitl Future Watch RPA. This one was graded a PSA 9 with a 10 auto and numbered 47 out of 100. This sold on March 1st with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 6,375 Canadian on eBay. It's the third SP Authentic Future Watch RPA, and this definitely has the nicest patch of the 3. This is graded a BGS 9.5 with a 10 auto and numbered 70 out of 100. This sold on April 2nd with best offer accepted. And coming in at number 1 and selling for 6,400 Canadian on eBay. It's a Draisaitl RPA from 2014-15, the Cup, and this one also, in my opinion, has a very nice looking patch. This is graded a BGS 9.5, though this one only received a 9 for the auto grade. It was numbered 78 out of 249. This sold on April 3rd with best offer accepted. So right around the middle of May, I made a video that highlighted all the players who scored 100 points or more for the 2022-23 season. In total, there were 11 players who hit the 100-point mark. Let's look at who made the top 5. Coming in at number 5 and hitting the 100-point club kinda surprisingly for the first time with 111 points was Nathan MacKinnon with 42 goals and 69 assists. His 2013-14 RPA from the Cup sold on Golden Auctions for 13,900 Canadian. This was graded a BGS 9 with a 10 auto and numbered 9 of 99. This sold on March 1st with 25 bids. Coming in at number 4 with 113 points was Nikita Kucherov with 30 goals and 83 assists. And this was his third 100-point season. His Upper Deck exclusive Young Guns sold for 2,200 Canadian on eBay. This was graded a PSA 10 and numbered 20 out of 100. This sold on February 13th with 48 bids. Coming in at number 3, also with 113 points, it's David Pastrnak with 61 goals and 52 assists. This was his first 100-point season. His 2014 Upper Deck Premier Rookie Patch Auto sold for $56.49 Canadian on eBay. This was graded a 9 with a 10 auto by FCG, which is Forensic Card Grading. I don't know much about them, but it looks like the cost to grade, at least at this point, is $14 US per card. This sold on March 26th with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 2, with his fourth 100-point season with 128 points, it's Leon Draisaitl with 52 goals and 76 assists. His 2014-15 RPA from the Cup sold for $63.96 on eBay. This is graded a BGS 9.5 with a 9 auto and numbered 78 of 249. This sold on April 3rd with best offer accepted. And coming in at number 1 with his 6th 100-point season and first-time 50-goal club member, it's Connor Bedard, scoring 64 goals, 89 assists for 153 points. His rookie patch auto from 2015 The Cup sold for a whopping $138,000 on PWCC. This card was graded a PSA 9 and numbered 19 of 99. This sold on April 20th with 53 bids. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights were the Stanley Cup champs in 2023, and Jonathan Marchessault was the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. In July, I made a video about the top 10 scores for Vegas, and let's look at the top 3. Coming in at number 3 and winning his first Stanley Cup and scoring 1 goal, 12 assists for 13 points, it's Shea Theodore. His logo autograph booklet with an Adidas patch from 2020-21 The Cup sold for 700 Canadian on eBay. This is a raw card and numbered 1 of 1. This sold on March 31st with 14 bids. Coming in at number 2 and winning his first Stanley Cup and scoring 4 goals, 10 assists for 14 points, it's Riley Smith. His 2020-21 The Cup Monumental patch sold for almost $2,000 on eBay. This is a raw card and numbered 1 of 1 with a patch from the inaugural 2017-18 season. This sold on April 17th at the fixed price. And coming in at number 1 and winning his first Stanley Cup and scoring 6 goals, 20 assists for 26 points, it's Jack Eichel. His red foil auto tag from 2015-16 The Cup sold for 8,500 Canadian on eBay. This is graded a BGS 9 and numbered 2 out of 4. This sold on June 17th at the fixed price. Okay, next up. In July, I made a video covering Connor Bedard cards, and this was well before the release of the Upper Deck Series 1. So let's look at Bedard's top 5 most expensive cards sold here. And I also made another video later this year too, so you can compare prices. Have they dropped? Have they continued to rise? Well, let's start by looking at the top 5 from July. Coming in at number 5 and selling for 5,000 Canadian on eBay, it's a 2021-22 Upper Deck CHL Bedard autograph card number 302. This was graded a BGS 8.5 with a 10 auto, and these autographs are listed to hit 1 in 29,384 packs. Are we in the midst of another junk wax era? This sold on June 28th with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 4 and selling for 6,121 Canadian on eBay, it's a card from the 2022-23 Upper Deck Team Canada Juniors, and it's card number 2 in the set in a high gloss. This is a raw card and numbered 3 out of 10. And it looks like another condition sensitive card. As you can see, the red around the back looks like it chips away pretty easily. This sold on May 8th with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 7,000 Canadian on eBay, it's a 2021-22 Team Canada Juniors Premium Auto Patch. This is graded a BGS 8.5 and numbered 6 of 25. This sold on June 18th with best offer accepted. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 10,050 Canadian on eBay, It's another 2021-22 Canada Junior Connor Bedard Premium Auto Patch. This one's pretty beat up. On the bottom edge you can see the golds chipping away, but I think the patch makes up for it, which is pretty unique. With 4 colors including a nice outline of the maple leaf. This is a raw card and numbered 9 out of 25. This sold on May 11th with best offer accepted. And coming in at number 1 and selling for $10,500 on eBay. Yep, it's another Bedard Premium Auto Patch from 2021-22 Team Canada Juniors. This one is in decent condition, I think better than number 2 on the list, but maybe the patch isn't quite as nice, even though it's still pretty cool. There's still some chipping on the red in the top right corner though, so it looks like these cards are definitely condition sensitive. This was a raw card and number 24 out of 25, and sold on May 11th with best offer accepted. Up next is Caufield. I think I made this video right around the time O-Pee-Chee Platinum had hit the market. Let's see his top 3. Coming in at number 3 and selling for almost 4,400 Canadian on eBay. It's a Caufield Future Watch RPA with a nice looking patch. This is a raw card numbered 5 out of 100. This sold on April 25th with best offer accepted. And 6 other cards could have made today's list. One sold for $35.55 on May 4th. Another sold for $35.50 on April 27th. The third sold for $35.50 on July 16th. Fourth sold for $3,000 on June 12th. The fifth sold for $26.30 on May 19th. And the sixth sold for $21.75 on June 28th. All right, now we kick it up a notch, coming in at number 2 and selling for $15,785 Canadian on eBay. It's a Cole Caufield Future Watch Auto, black with gold ink. These are unannounced inserts in 2021 SP Authentic, and this was a raw card and sold on May 14th at the fixed price. And 3 others were sold, and it's interesting to see the drop in prices. So our featured card sold for over $15,000 on May 14th. Then one sells for $67.10 a couple weeks later on May 27th. Another sells for $46.70 on June 18th. Then the fourth sells for $42.10 on July 6th. Definitely a considerable drop in price in less than 2 months. And coming in at number 1 and selling for $16,725 Canadian on eBay. It's the Caufield Golden Treasures Rookie Auto from 2021 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. Seeing that this card was pulled is what inspired me to make the video. And what an amazing pull. And this one is of course a 1 of 1. And looking over the card scans, it looks like this card was actually pretty nicely centered. Imagine if this 1 of 1 Golden Treasures was off-centered, like how brutal would that be? On the back though, there's a bit of white on the top left corner, and on the bottom there's a little bit of chipping, but still an awesome card. And congratulations to whoever pulled it and whoever owns it now. This was sold raw on July 4th with 22 bids. In August of 2023, I made a video on Alexander Ovechkin cards. After a season where he scored 42 goals, and it seemed like it was only a matter of time before he smashed past Gretzky's all-time goal record. Well, this season he's scoring at a snail's pace. So to give Ovi a little extra mojo, let's look at his top 5. Oh, and even though I'm a huge Gretzky fan, I'm still looking forward to Ovi breaking the record. Oh, and in our honorable mentions section at the end, I also show a pretty cool sale on Golden. However, it appears the patch in the Sidney Crosby Cup RPA was altered. Yeah, so pretty brutal. So check that video out if you haven't. Coming in at number 5 and selling for almost 51,000 Canadian on Golden Auctions. It's an honorable numbers game used patch auto from 2005 The Cup. This is graded a BGS 8.5, but it's a unique card because this was numbered 8 of 8, his jersey number. This sold on February 3rd with 36 bids. Coming in at number 4 and selling for 71,500 Canadian on Golden. It's his Upper Deck High Gloss Young Guns. This was graded a BGS 9, and this one also hit his jersey number and numbered 8 out of 10. This sold on March 28th with 20 bids. Coming in at number 3 and selling for 89,000 Canadian on Golden. It's his 2005 The Cup Rookie Patch Auto with a nice 3-color patch. This was graded a BGS 8.5 and numbered 14 of 99. This sold on February 8th with 33 bids. Coming in at number 2 and selling for almost 100,000 Canadian on Golden. It's another Cup RPA, and this also has a nice 3-color patch. This is graded a BGS 9 and numbered 40 of 99. This sold on March 28th with 20 bids. And coming in at number 1 and selling for a whopping 242,000 Canadian on Golden, it's another OV Cup RPA. This one also has a nice 3-color patch, and this is graded a PSA 10 and numbered 55 of 99. Looking at the PSA Pop Report, this is a Pop 1 with only 7 total graded. This sold on June 13th with 19 bids. And now for our honorable mentions. But today we're going to label this section actually as Buyer Beware. Pretty cool piece of hockey card history to own, right? But as I was making this video, and as I was looking a little bit closer at the listing, I saw this at the very bottom of the listing. As a disclaimer, the patch displayed on the number 180 Sidney Crosby entry has been altered and does not display the same patch component that it did when it was originally issued. And we move from one great goal scorer to the greatest of all time. I made a video about Gretzky cards, so let's check out the top 3 from this video. Coming in at number 3 and selling for just over 60,000 Canadian on PWCC, it's his 1979-80 Topps rookie card. This is the highest recent sale for his Topps rookie card I could find. This is graded a BVG 9, which is Beckett vintage grading. This sold on April 9th with 27 bids. Coming in at number 2 and selling for 152,570 Canadian on Golden, it's Wayne's 1979 O-Pee-Chee rookie card in a PSA 9. And it's the highest recent sale for a PSA 9 I could find. So on the back it has the famous blue lines, which some claims it means it's from the first print run. But if you look online, some claim this to be true and some say it's not. So it's hard to know what the real answer is. But it's still quite weird to see a card graded a PSA 9 with such ragged edges. If you look at the top left corner on the front and then along the edges, there's just so much white. But one thing to watch out for, if the edges are too clean, it might have come from a cut sheet. I found these in a forum where someone posted looking for opinions about trying to reslab their 2 Gretzky PSA 9 rookies with the possibility of getting a PSA 10. First off, how awesome would it be to own 2 PSA 9 Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookies? But a number of people pointed out that the PSA 9 on the right might be from a cut sheet. I'll leave a link to the forum in the description if anyone wants to check it out. Blowout Forums. And if you look around online and in forums, the general consensus is that sheet cut cards are less desirable. And it's because the hardcore collectors typically want a rookie card that is pack pulled. And according to PSA, they won't even grade sheet cut cards. And on their website, you can see that they specifically state they won't grade a sheet cut 1979 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky. But maybe the PSA 9 here is an example of one of the sheet cut cards I got through. The edges seem so clean compared to the other one. And then here's the one featured in the video. Quite a difference in the way the edges look. So curious to know what the viewers have to say. Leave a comment if you have a thought or an opinion. Does one of these look like it's cut from a sheet? Would you care? Is eye appeal more important, or is owning something pack pulled more important? Yeah, drop a comment. I'm curious to know what people have to say. Okay, and coming in at number 1. Nope, it's not the PSA 10 O-Pee-Chee rookie. Though if you're curious, I'll add a bit more about the 1979 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky in a PSA 10 at the end. But back to number 1 in today's video, and selling for 198,000 US dollars, or roughly 264,000 Canadian on Golden. It's a 1979-80 O-Pee-Chee wax box, which has been certified by BBCE. This comes with 48 packs, 14 cards per pack, so doing the math, that equals 672 total cards, or 672 chances of pulling a Gretzky rookie. And there are 396 cards in the set, and packs at the time were 20 cents. But just a crazy price to pay for a wax box. This sold on January 11th with 26 bids. Okay, now back to the PSA 10. So the Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookie is a Pop 2 in a PSA 10. And here's what they look like. So some of you might remember this news, but back in December 2020, this PSA 10, serial number 508965, recorded the highest sale price of 1.29 million USD, or more than 1.7 million Canadian, which sold at heritage auctions. And this was sold by entrepreneur Patrick Bet-David, who is a big-time sports collector. There's a few videos on YouTube and stuff of him going through his collection and stuff like that, and he's got some pretty sweet cards. But he sold the PSA 10 O-Pee-Chee as well as a PSA 10 Topps. And the Topps he sold for $720K USD. And here's his tweet from December 2020 where he says he made a 233% return in 17 months. But maybe he should have held on just a wee bit longer, because in May of 2021, the other PSA 10 O-Pee-Chee rookie, serial number 27606355, sold for a new record high of $3.75 million US, or more than 5 million Canadian. This was a private sale brokered again by Heritage Auctions. And here are the two PSA 10s again side by side. So if you're only allowed to keep one, which would you rather own? The one on the left, which is the one Patrick McDavid sold for 1.29 million US, or the one on the right, which set the new record high of 3.75 million US. Oh, and I also have a few things to say about the sale of this Gretzky helmet on Golden. It's a pretty epic sale for a number of different reasons. I'll leave with this video from Golden to see if it makes you interested in finding out more.
Hey Griffin, I have a hockey item I want you to check out.
Oh, really cool. Nice little vintage Jofa bucket, Oilers logo. It's gotta be it's 99, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Is this the one currently in auction?
Yes.
It's the helmet he wore when he scored 5 goals to get to 50 goals in 39 games. Really crazy piece of history here. Crazy to think that this helmet, with the minimal protection it has, protected the great one's head. Can I wear it?
No.
So one of my first handful of videos was a McDavid video from 2022. And in September of 2023, I felt it was time to do an updated version. So we'll look at the top 5 McDavid cards. All right, in order to keep this video a little bit short, I've cut it in half. So tune in tomorrow for the second half of this video.